Hello, welcome to our market analysis. We are starting with Euro US dollar. We are on a strong uptrend and looking for a potential retracement back to a previous level to get a setup for going long. We do not have a setup at this time. On the Australian dollar, we had an inside bar with a break above this level here. That was a long entry. And the price moved up. We are still on a strong upwards trend. We start getting some signs of trend exhaustion here with a pin bar, with a MACD divergence, but still it's too early to go short, so we wouldn't go short here because the uptrend is really very strong still, and we'll keep looking for long entries from this support level. So if the price retraces back here and gives a setup, we will be looking to enter long. Looking at the British pound, US dollar, we had a pin bar here with some MACD divergence, so that resulted on a pause of the uptrend and a small retracement back to our previous support level. So we will be looking for a long entry here. The main trend remains bullish upwards, so we'll favor long entries at this point. So if we get an inside bar or a pin bar here, we will be looking to enter long from this point with a potential profit target around the next resistance level or higher. On the US dollar Japanese yen chart, we are looking at a sideways movement with a triangular formation. So you can see a triangle forming from the highs here and the lows here. So this is a pattern that could break either upwards or downwards. So we'll need to monitor that. The other thing to notice is the inside bar formation here. So we had an outside bar. We had the inside bars here, and that broke to the upside and then reversed back inside the pattern. So we had a reversal bar formation here going along with a recent downtrend. So that was again an indication of the price moving downwards. But we also have a MACD divergence from here with an end of trend indication. So all this together result on a sideways movement of the price, and we need to monitor to see where this is going to break. So if it breaks to the upside, we'll consider going long, and we will be very careful with shorts at this point because we have end of trend indications and strong resistance levels from here to here, so we wouldn't expect the price to move much lower. So we will favor long entries if we get some setups here. At the British pound Japanese yen, let's notice here we had a new high with a pin bar and a minor MACD divergence that resulted on a retracement down. Then we had an inside bar that broke to the upside but reversed back within the pattern. So here we got a reversal bar setup. Again, that was a bearish signal. So the price came down lower, and here we have approached the previous resistance level. So the main trend remains upwards as evidenced by the moving averages and all the lines open still to the upside. So we still be looking at long trades. So if we get a setup here, anywhere around from this level down to this level, we will be looking to enter long and play a potential trade back to this level. At the New Zealand dollar, we can see the price making new highs, MACD failing to make a new high, so that's a signal that the end might be approaching to a temporary pause. Still, we're looking at a very strong trend upwards, so we will be waiting before we take any short setups here. We need to see the MACD crossing the zero line, coming back up, giving a clear MACD divergence with a proper setup at the top before we consider any short trades. At this time we'll be looking for long setups if the price retraces back to a previous support level. On the gold chart, we had an inside bar formation here, so we are on a downtrend with a retracement back to a resistance level, and we could consider taking that short entry here. So if the price moves back below this level, we might consider going short with a protective stop up here above the high of this bar, and our profit exit could be anywhere from here down to here. So that could be a potential short entry. On the crude oil, the upwards trend continues, so we'll be looking for long entries if the price retraces back to a previous support level around here, and but this time we do not have any setup, so we'll be monitoring this market for potential long entries. On the S&P, we start getting some divergences here. As you see, the price made a new high, MACD failed to make a new high, so we start getting some signs of the trend approaching to an end. We will be waiting for a clear end of trend indication with a MACD crossing below zero and the price coming back up, giving a clear divergence before we consider short trades. So right now we'll still favor long entries if the price retraces to the previous level, giving a setup. On the Nasdaq, we also have a small retracement here below a level, a resistance level. We have an inside bar with two pin bars, so typically that could be a long entry setup. So we could consider entering long from the high of those bars with a protective stop below these bars, but we are also start getting some divergences here with a MACD dropping, so we are not sure if this trend will move further up. We would expect to find a strong resistance around here. So it's a risky trade we wouldn't want to take right now, and we'll keep monitoring to see how the price will behave if it retraces back up, and if it will give some clear end of trend indications for going short. And we would also consider long entries if the price retraces further below the previous strong support levels. The Australian dollar, we will consider long entries around this level. So if the price retraces around here and gives a setup, we will take that as a long entry, since the trend is clearly upwards. And we will also monitor how the price behaves when it takes out the previous high, if it gives divergences or any signals indicating an end of trend. But at this time the trend remains bullish, so we will be considering only long trades. On the DAX index, the German index, we had the MACD divergence here, so the price made a new high with a pin bar and a MACD divergence, so that caused to a small retracement. It gave a pause to the upwards trend, but still the main trend remains upwards, so we will be considering long entries, long setups around this level. So if we get any setups from this level or lower, we will be considering going long and we will monitor how the price behaves if it comes back up and takes out the previous high, if it will give any setups for potential end of trend trades. But at this time we will be considering only long trades from this level. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching and have a nice and happy trading week. Bye bye.